Hey guys, it's Trilipe with another jungle guide, this time showcasing Elise, the Spider Queen. Elise has arguably been one of the strongest junglers consistently since her release, and with nursed to other top tier junglers, she is currently the strongest jungler in the game. Here's just a quick overview of what's going to be included in this guide in case anybody wants to skip to specific things. The runes you will want to run on Elise are as follows: attack speed reds, ability power blues and quints, and health per level yellows, with a few army yellows for early clears. The reason you will want to use attack speed over magic pen is to speed up early clears dramatically while also providing you with more sustain from your spider form auto attacks. Attack speed also synergizes with Rallies by consistently slowing your target with spiderlings and therefore allowing you to deal massive damage with autos in spider form by sticking to your target, which is why I recommend building Rallies in every game with this setup. As for the AP runes, it just simply allows you to snowball early game with raw damage. The reason I only take a few armor yellows instead of the full 9 is due to the law of diminishing returns that affects armor, especially at the lower armor values. Because of this, alongside the fact that Elise takes little to no damage in the jungle, armor yellows are not necessary. The Masteries for Elise are pretty standard, the obvious difference being that I take Strength of the Ages and almost never run Thunderlords on junglers, due to the strength of the defensive tree as well as the sustain from the keystone late game. The rest are honestly down to preference, but here are a few key choices I make. The main two being attack speed over spell damage, for the same reasons as running attack speed runes over magic pen runes, and movement speed in the river and bushes instead of damage reduction. This is due to my early movement speed focused build, as well as Elise's strong sustain in the jungle. For skill order, it's pretty basic, max Q, W then E, taking points in your ulti when you can. However, there are a few combos which are situational to the usual burst combo. At the top, we have the standard burst combo, which should be used in almost all scenarios. However, one key part of this combo is casting W before the Q in human form. This not only allows you to cast the animations faster, but will also still allow the Q to land first for maximum current health damage, unless you cast at melee range. The second combo, which is the fastest combo, can be implemented into any other combo. However, this one has one common use and two more rare uses. The first is not actually supposed to be cast quickly. It's used for ganks where you have time and you want to bait the enemy's flash. A lot of players, especially in lower ratings, will flash or juke when you cast your W or Q, allowing you to have an easier time lining up the cocoon. The second use, which should be casted as fast as possible, is for cases where you just need to pump out all of your spells before either flashing out or changing for repel into the air to escape. The last and rarest case for using this combo should be against QSS users. Using this combo and not throwing your cocoon first can sometimes throw off their prediction of your cocoon timing, and either make them QSS before your cocoon hits, or prevent them from prediction cleansing and forces them to use pure reaction time to cleanse it, which ultimately will be slower. The final combo can be used for lane ganks and forcing ganks when running past wards, as you need to cover large distances in a short amount of time due to being spotted early. This combo does minimal damage, however will allow you to catch up with the long distance repel as well as a short jump forward with spider form Q, setting you up for a closer cocoon. Once Rallies is completed, this combo becomes far more effective as your spider form Q and autos will slow, which will increase damage and become a more effective combo as the CC from the gank becomes more reliable with an easier time hitting the cocoon due to the slows. If opting for the Protobelt build, the active can be implemented into any of the combos at the moment you change into spider form. For starting items, it's pretty standard to take Talisman for the mana and health regen. However, I would pick up refillable potion over normal potions, as Elise does not really need the normal ones. However, if you're confident, you can take one pink ward and one health potion to start instead. On my first back, I try to pick up mobility boots and one pink ward before doing anything, and get straight back onto the map as soon as I can. The reason I choose mobility boots is due to their pure speed they give, which allow for easy reactions for counter ganking, as well as faster gap closing on your own ganks. For my jungle item, I of course pick up runic echoes. However, the smite choice is purely situational and down to preference. Smite stone is best for ranged settings like ranked 5s or a heavy counter jungle playstyle, challenging smite for a duelist style, and chilling smite for a pick focus style. For solo queue, I prefer chilling smite as it provides the most lane pressure and snowball potential. Moving on to the mid game, you will almost always want to get a Rylai's Crystal Scepter as it has strong synergy with Elise's kit. After that, unless playing against a full AD team, you will want to pick up an Abyssal which provides stats which are all potent for Elise. Protobelt is also an option at this point and is a decent item for bursting, however generally I feel that Abyssal is just a slightly better choice. Moving on to your last couple of items, the choice is down to the state of the current game. Usually you will want to become a bit tankier later. As players begin to group, it becomes more difficult to assassinate targets, and therefore setting up catches and being able to take a beating is most likely the best option for your team. Any tank items are good at this point. However, if you need to build more damage, there are still plenty of viable options beyond the most common ones that are listed. Finally, onto clear paths. First off, we have a standard clear path which can be used in pretty much all games and situations. You should be starting your top camp and taking both buffs, smiting where displayed. This allows your bot lane to either take your camp or to invade the enemy's bottom camp. After the fast and healthy clear, you will be in a position to gank for your lanes, invade the enemy jungler, or continue to farm if no opportunities arise. Here is a bonus clear path which is catered towards fast clearing and strong counter jungling champions, which allows you to power level to 5 quickly while still denying and obtaining info on the enemy jungler. This clear can be done from any of the 4 common starting positions. The 2 examples are given from the starting top side, however the opposite colours routes can be used if you're starting bot side. This route will however only work effectively when invading if the enemy jungler starts on the opposite side of the map from you, so prediction or scouting may be required to execute this clear. This means if the enemy starts on his own blue side, you also have to start at your team's blue side and vice versa. While taking these paths, an average jungler will be completing their second buff as you are completing camp number 4. A few warning pings may go far to prevent them from ganking your team's lanes. At any time during this clear, if a chance to save or kill a player is available, you should respond and then continue on the path, skipping one of the small camps listed, as you will usually get a similar amount of gold and XP as taking the camp. And that's pretty much all you need to know about Elise. Go and abuse this champion in solo queue while she's still the strongest. Thank you for watching.